Momo. If you were anywhere near the internet between 2018 to around 2019, you were probably aware of the name Momo, and you were also likely aware of the large amount of controversy surrounding it as well, and also maybe the misinformation spread about it. In this first episode of my new series, The Monster Files, I am going to be dissecting the origins of Momo as an online entity, how it affected people in real life, the things that people created in honour of the creature, as well as what happened to Momo itself. Firstly, the term creature is kind of incorrect here, as Momo is more of a legend or a rumour that associates itself with a creepy image. This creepy image. You're probably aware of it as it was all over the internet in the past couple of years. Why this image got the name Momo, I am not quite sure, as I can't really find a meaning to the word Momo. The way Momo gained infamy was apparently through WhatsApp of all things. That's where its name originates from. Apparently some WhatsApp users would try to get into contact with a user called Momo, but upon doing so, Momo would try to coerce the user into self-harm, as well as apparently sending graphic and gory images. Trying to contact the Momo user on WhatsApp became known as the Momo Challenge. The challenge itself apparently originating in Southern America, and as a result, the rumour of Momo didn't spread until some English speakers took the myth of Momo and apparently flooded the YouTube Kids app, creating videos that supposedly had spliced Momo into some episodes of kids shows, in which Momo would tell kids to hurt themselves or others. This led to action from some police services, such as the Northern Ireland Police Service, which made a Facebook post informing people. In addition to this, Kim Kardashian surprisingly tried to spread awareness. This all culminated in YouTube seemingly cracking down on the YouTube Kids app due to the public outcry and eventually leading to Momo fading into obscurity. The weird thing about Momo is that when the legend became known across the world, the more it spread, the more varied people's approaches became to spread the word of Momo more. In Germany, it's reported that Momo was mentioned in some chain letters. People began making Momo short films, fan games, more videos on YouTube. Despite the fact that people forgot that the Momo challenge itself existed on WhatsApp and supposedly caused a lot of harm to adolescents, people only remembered the creepy image and that people referred to it as Momo. People forgot its origins and simply believed that it was this creepy internet picture in the same ilk as Slender Man, instead of a group of people who were trying to create something similar to the Blue Whale game. So let's talk about the image itself. The image that everyone all over the internet refers to as Momo. The sculpture in the image was made in Japan by a props and special effects company known as the Link Factory. The sculpture is actually made as an interpretation of an old Japanese yokai, an ubume, the spirit of a woman who died during childbirth and now roams the area where she died. And for some reason, the spirit was often associated with birds, hence the sculpture's talon and beak-like mouth. The sculpture was made by Link Factory in association with a lot of other pieces that go by the name Grudge Girls. Most sculptures in the Grudge Girls collection look a hell of a lot creepier than Momo in my opinion, so it confuses me as to why the original creator of the legend of Momo chose this ubume sculpture to make their challenge, even though there's so much more creepier stuff. On an unrelated note, this sculpture from the Grudge Girls collection reminds me of my previous video about the Vivinos video, for obvious reasons. The thing about Momo, however, is that it was almost undeniably a large hoax. There is no real concrete evidence that any people have been harmed as a result of the Momo challenge. All the deaths that are supposedly linked to the challenge have no evidence supporting such claims. But the media were up in arms as a result of the hoax, causing it to spread over the world like wildfire, causing a moral panic, making people fear for their children's safety. Upon a first glance, Momo is very similar to the Blue Whale game, but unlike the Blue Whale game, Momo seemingly never caused any actual damage to people, more so causing parental panic and over internet safety and maybe some mental damage, whilst the Blue Whale game genuinely and unfortunately resulted in some actual deaths. So overall, Momo was a large internet hoax that resulted in a mass media panic that made use of a creepy sculpture that originated from a Japanese special effects company. This hoax became a household name over a very short period of time and was covered in both traditional media and on YouTube, leading to the image to reach somewhat of a cult classic status and resulting in fans of the image to create games, short films, and stupid YouTube videos.
Fast! Hit the like button in the next 10 seconds if you wanna get new Momo skin for free.
From what I can tell, the Momo challenge never outright resulted in anyone's death, but it did cause a moral panic about internet challenges and internet safety. Since the challenge itself was a hoax, the only thing people need to be scared of now is the original image/sculpture, as some can find it quite unsettling. But as a result of this hoax, the sculpture itself was destroyed. So unfortunately, because of some knobhead wanting to scare people on the internet, a piece of artwork was destroyed in early 2019, with the creator, Keisuke Iso, apologies if I'm mispronouncing, saying that he felt responsible for scaring children, and that, quote unquote, the children can be reassured. Momo is dead. She doesn't exist, and the curse is gone. With this series, I aim to cover entities from both on the internet and off, and to cover how they have changed over time, and how they may have affected the internet and the people who know about them. In the next video in this series, I'm going to try and cover Slenderman, as well as his downfall in the internet zeitgeist, leading him to now becoming obscure, despite him once being genuinely feared on the internet.